Forgiveness and letting go and the ability to rise above the challenges that have been caused by others in our life is such an important ability because we need to learn to accept apologies that we never received. I believe that you can't fix yourself by breaking someone else. It's like what Buddha said, resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. When we recognize that actually by holding any negative feelings towards another individual simply only harms the way we think, that's when we'll truly be able to forgive, move on and let go and realize that that internal healing is what lets us take care of the external circumstances. And this is not easy at all because we've all been caused pain, sometimes to extreme lengths. Sometimes our hearts have been broken. Sometimes our trust has been misused. Sometimes we've been exploited. Sometimes our loyalty has been tested. And that's why forgiveness doesn't excuse the behavior, but it prevents the behavior from negatively affecting us. And our ego wants us to put others in their place, but we should try to put ourselves in their place. We don't know who we want to become because we're too distracted by who everyone else is becoming. How many times has anyone ever said to you, I want your time? Whenever you hear that, know this truth. What people really want is your energy. Imagine if you gave someone an hour of your time, but the whole time you were completely distracted on your phone, versus if you gave someone 10 minutes of your complete energy. I'm sure that any of us would select option 2 because what we're really searching for is energy. What we're really searching for is attention. What we're really looking for is presence. What we're really after is affection. So what we really need to do is give people our energy, not just our time. Take a moment, take time to reflect, take a step back. Who are the people that make you forget to look at your phone? Spend time with them. Starve your distractions, feed your focus. You can't do the big things if you're always distracted by the small ones. No matter what you choose to do, there will always be people who find fault with it. There will always be people who criticize, complain, who try to bring you down and tell you that what you're doing isn't right. Haters gonna hate. It's crazy that we give up what we most want in life just based on people's opinions. And the crazy thing is, if we're living for other people's opinions, we'll never be right. There'll always be someone with something that they won't agree with. And this is why it's so important that we work with our own conviction. We work on what matters to us. It was Aristotle who told us that there were only 3 ways to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. And I'm sure none of us want that of our future. So don't let anyone's opinions stop you. Don't let anyone's criticism hold you back. Keep following your passions, invest in what you believe in. And remember, don't let people's compliments get to your head, and don't let their criticism get to your heart. When we die, our lifeline does this. When we're alive, our lifeline does this. Notice how that connects with our real experience of life. Life is full of ups and downs. It means you're alive. Twists and turns. Love and loss, happiness and sadness, success and failure. We experience extreme highs, peaks and summits, and at the same time experience the troughs, the lows and submit. Life is kind of like one big crazy roller coaster. It starts slowly, fills you with anticipation and curiosity, takes you up and then sends you flying down only to rise up quickly again. We laugh until it hurts. We cry inside a little. Experience a few moments where we wanted to stop and hope it's all over, but it just keeps going. We somehow think that success is linear, an upward line. There is literally no case study for that. Everyone we admire has ups and downs. Your body mostly replaces itself every 7 to 15 years. The organs that work the hardest have the fastest changeover. You get a whole new skin every 2 to 4 weeks. Your red blood cells last less than half a year. And your liver renews itself at least once every couple of years. The universe is always changing. We are always changing. But we want to remain the same. We settle for security, not recognizing that a flat lifeline means we're dead. Real life is ups and downs. Death looks like this. Every time I see that, I remind myself, this is living, this isn't. In the journey of life, we pass pleasure and pain. There will be sunshine and rain. There will be loss and gain, but we must learn to move forward again and again. Don't judge the moment. Don't try to hang on because it will keep pushing you forward. And remember, this morning, if you're healthy, you're happier than the 1 million people that will not survive this week. If there's food in your fridge, shoes on your feet, clothes on your body, a bed to sleep on, and a roof over your head, you're richer than 75% of people in the world. And if you have a bank account, money in your wallet or a purse, or coins in a jar, you're in the top 8% of the world's wealthiest. We cannot avoid the ups and downs, but we can change the way we see them. Because as Wayne Dyer said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Sometimes we receive love from the most unexpected and unlikely places. I remember as a monk, I learned about the circle of love. Often we give love to certain people, and that love comes back to us even if not through those same people. Sometimes in our lives we receive love through people, but those aren't necessarily the people that we give love back to. People come into our life for 3 things: a season, a reason, and a lifetime. When we understand which one it is, we're able to reciprocate accordingly. Some people come into our life for a season. It's exciting, it's enthralling, it's incredible, but that season has to move on. That season has a next phase. That season has an end point. Some people don't care for you when you're alone, they just care when they're alone. Some people come into your life for a reason, to help you learn, to help you grow, to help support you through your most difficult times. Never forget the person who is there for you when no one else was, when they had every reason to not be there, when they could have used any excuse to not be in your life. They chose to be right there next to you. They may be there to help you physically, emotionally, spiritually. They almost feel like they've been sent. And then you have friends that are there for a lifetime. They were sometimes hidden in the cracks. They were sometimes not even recognized, but they stood there by your side. These were the people that you often forgot. These were the people that you often missed. These were the people who were busy loving you even when you were giving nothing to them. Ask yourself, who in your life has played this role? Who in your life has been there for a lifetime? How can you show them that they matter to you? How can you reach out to them and make sure you know that they care? Ask yourself, who has been there in your worst times? Who's been there for you when no one else has? Reach out to them. Make sure that they know that you care. Often we feel we care more about people than care for us. We're just looking at the wrong people. We place so much pressure on ourselves trying to get everything to be perfect, trying to get everything to balance, trying to get everything to work together, not recognizing that it's none of those things that actually create happiness or fulfillment in life. As we get older, time, health, and wealth will all be taken away from us. But the one thing that can never be taken away from us is the impact we have on others. because it lives on through them. Our health is the foundation of how we can build our time and wealth. And with our time and wealth, there are two key principles. We become successful by what we get, but we become happy by what we give. And what we give includes our time, our wealth, our energy. And when those things are used to make a positive difference in the lives of others, to help others move forward, to make an impact, that legacy will never be taken away. And as Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. We're conditioned to believe that the way we perform at school is the way we'll perform at life. We're conditioned to believe that what's valued and important at school is what we should value and find important in life. The truth is, no one's opinion can define our future. The truth is, no teacher's thought or assessment of you is final. We are not defined by our grades. We are so much more than a grade on a sheet of paper for one subject. Our mental health is more important than our grades. Our physical health is more important than our grades. It's not that our grades aren't important. It's just that they're not everything. The truth is, we all have strengths and weaknesses. There will be some subjects that you perform extremely well on and others that you struggle with. Follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow your passion, follow where that natural momentum comes to you. Because when school measures our success based on grades and results, that's what disappoints us in life. Because life is so much not about the result. It's so not about the destination, and it's so much more about the process. Listen, your grades don't define how smart you are. The number of followers you have on Instagram doesn't define your worth, and people's opinions of you don't define your future. Remember, grades are just one metric, and grades matter when that subject matters to you. Because the interesting thing is that in school, grades are everything. But in life, grades and exams are temporary, but education is permanent.